We're on the right video. So that's the glass bridge connecting the engine house of 1881, which has inside a restored steam engine, and mill number 3, rebuilt between 1826 and 1833. It's also part of the tourist trail with a hydroelectric turbine making electricity for part of the village. This is New Lanark, a hotel, a school, a mill house, a museum, community buildings. New Lanark's buildings are almost looking as one, with preserved or retrofitting facades. On the Clyde, 2.5 miles from Lanark, 25 south east of Glasgow, a combo formation by people through time. David Dale, who built the cotton mills in 1785 and the housing for his workers. Dale partnered with inventor Richard Arkwright to make use of the power of the nearby waterfalls. And then there was Dale's son-in-law, Robert Owen, legendary Welsh utopian socialist, social reformer and philanthropist. Owen made sure New Lanark was a planned settlement. The mills stayed open almost 200 years. The New Lanark Trust formed to stop the demolition of the village, with decades devoted to restoration. In 2006 it became one of 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Scotland. Any commentary you'd like to add?
Yeah?
Any commentary you'd like to add?
No, I'm already.
I'm grassing here. Accies is no help. When it was founded, 2,500 people lived in New Lanark. They came from the poor houses of Glasgow and Edinburgh, 500 wee bairns. Many of them worked at the mill, one of those buildings named the Nursery Buildings. This sat uneasily with Robert Owen, who so opened the first infant school here in Britain in 1817. Owen's partners didn't like the extra cost of his welfare programmes, so he bought out his partners. The board were unhappy and forced an auction. During my trip I went into a pound shop and got 6 boxes of raisins reduced to 40 pence. Owen got rid of the board and brought in a new board. Brought them on board.
Right, come and die.
Grumbling bitch. Today they're tourist shops, artists and craftsmen's workshops, but it's also a functioning village. People live here, about 130 of them. They can't have aerials on their buildings in order to preserve the authentic look of the place. So electricity, internet, phone lines, all done by underground cables.
Water's getting louder.
The last water wheel was replaced in 1929 by a water turbine,
Oh,
which powers the tourist areas of the village.
mighty.
The River Clyde.
Massive. Churn's the colour of whiskey.
Up on the northwest, the Clyde comes down from Hazelbank alongside Nempflower. Nempflower, note that for later in the video. The river flows through Kirkfield Bank and takes a right in plenty of time to avoid Lanark's Tesco store. It arrives here at New Lanark, one of 4 of the Falls of Clyde. These have been the subject of poetry by Wordsworth, paintings by Turner and others. Its course is taking it on to other waterfalls, generating hydropower and a courthouse estate. There's an estimated 400,000 people come to visit this site each year. In the village, external woodwork is painted white and doors and windows follow a consistent design. The glass bridge you saw earlier and a 1924 red telephone box have both been deemed controversial in regards to the authenticity. And householders are banned from owning dogs, but no one pays any mind to that law. In New Lanark, Robert Owen provided decent homes, fair wages, free health care, and a new education system for villagers. He wrote, "Society may be formed so as to exist without crime, without poverty, with health greatly improved, with little, if any, misery, and with intelligence and happiness increased 100-fold."
Where do these stairs go?
Accies insisted I film this statue of William Wallace, which was standing around the second floor of a church in Lanark's High Street, as if a severely depressed sex predator and religious zealot was exposed to the harsh public eye and getting ready to jump to his final end. Robert Forrest was a self-taught Scottish sculptor, and Lanark was his hometown, so St Nicholas Parish Church had him work this big jobby early in his big career, in 1817. Not far away is Nempflar Road West and its caravan park. This was home to members of my family in the 1850s. The caravans weren't there then. Rent on caravans is way too expensive. It's possible they were workers living on the grounds of an estate. There were a few suspect estates in the area, and we're only 2 miles from New Lanark, so maybe we had to walk in the mornings. Basic toilet block with hot showers on payment, dishwashing facilities, chemical disposal, dogs welcome. There existed a lot of circular migration between Scotland and Northern Ireland in Luke family history, although traditionally it's closer to Glasgow centre and the north of Greater Glasgow. You can boost me on Patreon, Ko-Fi, thumbs up, or a comment below this video. Thanks for watching. Aki says I can't be trusted, so it means a great deal that you did.